Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Wisdom Artificial Intelligence. So today is July 28th, and I'm here in the city in Bangalore, and I'm bringing you this from my late afternoon walk here in Cubbon Park in Bangalore, in the heart of Bangalore. Now, let's go ahead get started for today. Today's dose of Rashmi is logical intellect operating by itself will create compulsive addictions. Integrated intelligence, on the other hand, is the path to conscious engagement without any addictions. So, as usual, I arrived at this dose of Rashmi based on my morning practice and absorbing a quote by Sadhguru from the Miracle of Mind app. And it is very interesting. Sadhguru's quote today was about it's not the food or any technology such as phones, etc., which is the problem. The problem is our level of consciousness. And for those of you who have followed me along in this series, the tagline for this series is the journey from intelligence to consciousness. Lately, I have not necessarily gone into talking about different levels of consciousness, as that sometimes comes across as spiritual bypassing. However, I genuinely believe that what I'm sharing through these insights is a very practical framework. That's why I've avoided the consciousness language lately. So now coming back to more practical language and how to illustrate this concept through the practical language, going back to the three-layer individual, organizational, and societal lenses that I've been examining every dose of Rashmi through lately. So at the individual level, I think you get the essence. Every technology that we invent, as I've said repeatedly through this series, the technology itself is neutral. Just like we invented these great communication networks, knowledge networks, and on top of that, built social networks, great tools to connect all of us. And I have said this in the past that I got into communication networking as the choice for my career because I'm really passionate about connecting people. However, when I look now, the technology has become a source where people have actually become more disconnected from each other than ever. We sit in the same room and we are completely lost in our phones. And that is what attention economy has given. However, if you look at that, it's not really the technology that is the problem. It is our compulsive addictions that is the source of attention economy. All the industries which are exploiting our attention, that is what they are effectively exploiting. Our tendency to get compulsively addicted to any technology, any invention that we create as a means to help us live life. As I keep saying, life is the ultimate product. And if you think about this, the ultimate addiction that we all have, whether it is at the individual level, organizational, or societal level, is money itself. Money is a brilliant invention that we have come up with. There is no money in the real world. It is a figment of our imagination. It really helps us work in this global economy, work in large numbers together, which, as I've repeatedly said in this series, is our superpower. So from that perspective, it is an amazing tool. However, now whether we are operating at an individual level or an organizational level or nation state societal ecosystem level, money is what we are all working towards. Money has become the ultimate master, and what is a tool that we invented to help us live better, now we are all serving that. And that is where what I'm trying to do through the RASHMI.ai or through Seeds is now build purpose networks and start with purpose first. Build tools such as the Rashmi Mirror, organizations, the RASHMI.ai or Seeds are blueprints for purpose first organizations and ecosystems. The green intelligence movement that we are building through Seeds is the first of its kind, purpose first ecosystem. And if this resonates, reach out. We would love for you to be part of the green intelligence movement. Thank you.